The Alchemist's Zero. The initiate sat in the center of the chamber, his breath steady, his mind tracing the architecture of his own soul. He had spent years studying the external world, but the diagram before him, the wise dome of King Solomon, revealed that the true laboratory was the bone cathedral of his own skull. He began at the base, the throat chakra, where the infinite loop rested. He visualized the great lemniscate, the symbol of infinity. On his left lay the negative charge, the void of potential. On his right, the positive charge, the spark of action. For years, he had swung wildly between them, a pendulum of chaotic emotion. But tonight, he sought the center point. He whispered the formula etched into the foundation of his being. This was not the zero of nothingness, it was the zero of total potential. The Ein Sof, the pregnant silence where all dualities cancel each other out to create perfect equilibrium. The separation of soul and mon. As he moved his consciousness upward, he felt the great bifurcation of his mind. To his left, the soul ignited. It was the day, the realm of the open eye. He felt the heat of the sun, the burning rationality of conscious life. It was the masculine principle, the aggressive force of the intellect that dissects and defines. It saw the world in harsh, bright lines. To his right, the Mon moon descended like a velvet curtain. This was the cold, the night, the realm of the closed eye. He felt the pull of the moon, the subconscious death. It was not a physical death, but the death of the ego, the shadowy waters of intuition, dreams, and the hidden feminine mystery. For an eternity, the initiate held these two opposing forces in his mind, the golden eye that sees the world, and the sleeping eye that sees the self. The heat and the cold, the life that burns, and the death that renews. The ascension of the tree. With the foundation set and the duality acknowledged, the tree of life began to bloom from the crown of his head. This was the Antakarana, the rainbow bridge connecting the micro to the macro. He climbed the rungs of the planetary ladder, transmuting the lead of his base nature into the gold of spirit. Asterisk Mercury and Venus. He balanced his communication with his desire, merging the intellect with the heart. Asterisk the Sun and Mars. He tempered his radiant ego with the discipline of the warrior, ensuring his will was strong but not tyrannical. Asterisk Jupiter. He expanded his wisdom, allowing benevolence to flow through the structure. Finally, he reached the threshold of Saturn, the heavy gatekeeper at the apex of the diagram. Saturn represented limitation, time, and the physical form. To pass Saturn was to leave the heavy lead of the body behind. The great realization. As his consciousness pierced the canopy of the tree, the pressure vanished. The duality of the day and night below him merged into a singular twilight of violet and gold. The +1 and the -1 collided and vanished into the 0 point. He looked for the Creator above him, expecting to see a throne to kneel before. He expected to find a master to serve. Instead, he found a mirror. The realization struck him with the force of a thunderbolt, echoing the inscription he had studied for so long. He realized that the climb had not been a journey to a destination, but a shedding of illusions. The voice that spoke was not from above, but from within the center of the infinity loop at his throat, reverberating through the wise dome of his mind. This ascension was never about mastering God, because nothing can ever go higher than its source. The ascension was about being God. The initiate opened both eyes. The soul and the Mon were no longer separate. He was no longer a man looking at the universe. He was the universe experiencing itself as a man. I am.